True happiness resides in virtue alone. Material wealth, fleeting and uncertain, cannot provide lasting contentment. By cultivating virtue, we fortify our inner citadel, impervious to the whims of fortune. Let us not chase after externals, but instead focus on the development of our character. In the pursuit of virtue, we discover the true essence of happiness, grounded in wisdom, courage, temperance, and justice. Adversity is the forge of character. Like the sculptor shaping marble, challenges mold our souls into vessels of resilience and strength. Embrace hardship as an opportunity for growth, for within the crucible of struggle lies the seeds of greatness. Let not tribulations dismay you, but rather let them serve as stepping stones towards your highest potential. In the face of adversity, stand firm in your principles and persevere with unwavering resolve. The past is beyond our control, and the future is uncertain. The present moment, however, is within our grasp. Seize it with mindfulness and intentionality. Do not squander your precious time dwelling on regrets or anxieties, but rather focus on the here and now. Live each moment fully, for it is the only reality we truly possess. By embracing the present with gratitude and awareness, we unlock the key to a life of fulfillment and meaning. Fortune is fickle and capricious, often bestowing her favors without rhyme or reason. Do not be swayed by her transient gifts, for they are but fleeting illusions. Instead, cultivate an inner wealth that is impervious to the whims of fate. True riches lie in the virtues of the soul: wisdom, courage, temperance, and justice. These treasures cannot be stolen or diminished, but grow ever more abundant with use. Seek not to amass external riches, but rather strive to enrich your inner world through virtuous living. The wise person is immune to the tyranny of desire. Freed from the shackles of craving, they find contentment in the simple pleasures of life. Let not your happiness be contingent upon external possessions, but rather seek joy in the tranquility of the mind. By cultivating inner peace and serenity, you transcend the endless cycle of desire and aversion. Embrace each moment with equanimity, knowing that true fulfillment lies not in having more, but in wanting less. Death comes to us all, indiscriminate of wealth or status. It is the great equalizer, reminding us of our mortality and urging us to live with purpose and urgency. Do not fear the inevitable, but rather embrace it as a natural part of the cycle of life. By accepting the reality of death, we are liberated from the bondage of fear and can fully immerse ourselves in the present moment. Live each day as if it were your last, for in the shadow of mortality lies the impetus for a life well lived. True freedom is found in self-mastery. By mastering our desires and emotions, we liberate ourselves from the tyranny of external circumstances. Let not the winds of fortune dictate your course, but rather steer the ship of your life with wisdom and foresight. Cultivate inner resilience and strength, for they are the bulwarks against the storms of life. True freedom is not the absence of constraints, but the ability to choose our response in any given situation. In the crucible of self-discipline, we forge the chains of our own liberation. The only constant in life is change. Embrace it with equanimity, for resistance only leads to suffering. Let go of attachments to outcomes and accept the flow of events with grace and humility. Like the reed that bends with the wind, be flexible and adaptable in the face of adversity. By relinquishing the illusion of control, we find true freedom in surrender. Trust in the wisdom of the universe and surrender to its divine will. In the dance of impermanence, we find the rhythm of life. Seek not the approval of others, for their praise is as fleeting as the morning dew. Instead, look inward for validation, drawing strength from the wellspring of your own integrity. Let your actions be guided by principles, not by the whims of public opinion. Stand firm in your convictions, even in the face of criticism or adversity. True greatness lies not in the adulation of the masses, but in the quiet confidence of self-mastery. Cultivate inner virtue, and you will shine brightly, illuminating the path for others to follow. The path to wisdom begins with self-awareness. Know thyself, for in understanding your strengths and weaknesses lies the key to personal growth. Reflect on your actions with honesty and humility, seeking always to improve and evolve. Do not be afraid to confront your own shortcomings, for they are the stepping stones to enlightenment. Embrace discomfort as a catalyst for change, for it is through struggle that we find strength. By journeying inward, we unlock the secrets of the universe, discovering the true nature of existence and our place within it. The wise man does not seek refuge in the illusion of permanence, for all things are subject to change. Instead, he finds solace in the constancy of his own virtues, which remain steadfast amidst life's fluctuations. In embracing the flux of existence, he cultivates resilience and adaptability, knowing that true strength lies in flexibility. Happiness is not found in the pursuit of external pleasures, but in the tranquility of the soul. Contentment springs from within, independent of outward circumstances. The wise man seeks not to control the world around him, but to master his own desires and emotions. In self-mastery, he finds liberation, transcending the fleeting joys and sorrows of the material realm. The path to virtue is paved with adversity, for it is through trials that character is forged. The wise man does not shrink from challenges, but embraces them as opportunities for growth. In facing adversity with courage and resilience, he hones his inner strength and cultivates the noble virtues of fortitude and perseverance. True freedom is found in self-discipline, not in the pursuit of fleeting desires. The wise man does not succumb to the tyranny of his passions, but governs them with reason and restraint. In mastering himself, he attains a liberty that transcends external constraints, finding inner peace amidst the turbulence of life. The wise man does not lament the past, nor worry about the future, for both are beyond his control. Instead, he focuses on the present moment, where his actions have the power to shape his destiny. By living mindfully and intentionally, he cultivates a life of purpose and meaning, unburdened by regrets or anxieties. Fortune is fickle and capricious, bestowing her favors indiscriminately upon the worthy and the unworthy alike. The wise man does not pin his happiness on external circumstances, but on the strength of his own character. In adversity, he remains steadfast, in prosperity humble, for he knows that true wealth lies not in possessions but in virtue. The pursuit of wisdom is the noblest of endeavors, for it leads to the highest good, eudaimonia, or flourishing. The wise man seeks not wealth or fame, but the perfection of his own soul. In cultivating wisdom, he transcends the petty concerns of the ego and aligns himself with the universal order. The wise man does not fear death, for he knows that it is a natural and inevitable part of life. Instead, he embraces mortality as a call to live fully and authentically. In the face of death, he finds clarity and purpose, cherishing each moment as a precious gift. True happiness is found in virtue, not in the pursuit of pleasure. The wise man does not chase after fleeting joys, but cultivates the enduring happiness that comes from living in accordance with reason and virtue. In practicing self-restraint and moderation, he finds a deeper and more lasting fulfillment. The wise man does not measure his worth by external standards, but by the integrity of his own character. In living with virtue and honor, he earns the respect of others and achieves true greatness. For it is not wealth or power that defines a man, but the goodness of his soul. Embrace adversity as a teacher. It reveals our inner strength and resilience. In hardship, we refine our character and cultivate fortitude, forging ourselves into better versions of who we once were. Trials are not obstacles to be avoided, but opportunities for growth and self-discovery. With each challenge, we sharpen the blade of our resolve, honing it against the stone of experience. Let difficulties be the whetstone of virtue, polishing us into beings of unwavering integrity and inner peace. True happiness lies not in external possessions, but in mastering our desires. Contentment springs from within, independent of material wealth or fleeting pleasures. By tempering our cravings and embracing simplicity, we free ourselves from the shackles of insatiable longing. The key to lasting fulfillment is found in cultivating a rich inner life, nourished by gratitude and self-awareness. Let us seek not the accumulation of goods, but the tranquility of a mind unburdened by worldly attachments. Practice the art of self-reflection. It is the mirror through which we perceive our true selves. In moments of stillness, we confront our virtues and vices with unflinching honesty, striving always for self-improvement. By examining our thoughts and actions, we gain insight into the nature of our being, aligning ourselves with the path of virtue. Let introspection be our guide, illuminating the shadows of ignorance and guiding us towards the light of wisdom. Accept the impermanence of all things. It is the nature of the universe to change. In the flux of existence, we find liberation from attachment and suffering. Transience is not a curse but a blessing, reminding us to cherish each moment and hold nothing too tightly. Like a river flowing ceaselessly onward, life unfolds in perpetual motion, inviting us to embrace its ebb and flow. Let us surrender to the rhythm of the cosmos, finding peace in the knowledge that all things must pass. Cultivate indifference to external events. Our tranquility depends not on the whims of fortune, but on the steadfastness of our own minds. By detaching ourselves from the fleeting tides of circumstance, we discover an unshakable serenity rooted in reason and virtue. External success and failure are but fleeting illusions, unworthy of our devotion. Let us instead focus on cultivating an inner fortress impervious to the storms of fate, finding solace in the immutable truth of our own inherent worth. Live in harmony with nature. It is the source of all wisdom and beauty. By attuning ourselves to the rhythms of the natural world, we find peace and tranquility in its timeless embrace. Like a tree rooted deep in the earth, we draw sustenance from the soil of existence, reaching ever upward towards the sun of enlightenment. Let us heed the whispers of the wind and the song of the birds, for in their melody lies the secret of life's true meaning. Practice the virtue of moderation in all things. Excess leads only to discord and imbalance. By tempering our desires and appetites, we achieve a state of equilibrium that nourishes both body and soul. Like a skilled sailor navigating treacherous waters, we steer clear of the dangers of excess, charting a course towards the shores of contentment. Let us savor life's pleasures in moderation, for in restraint lies the truest form of abundance. Embrace change as the only constant in life. It is the crucible in which our souls are forged. In the furnace of transformation, we shed the old and embrace the new, emerging stronger and wiser than before. Resistance to change only breeds suffering. Acceptance is the path to inner peace. Like a phoenix rising from the ashes, we transcend our limitations and soar towards the heavens of enlightenment. Let us embrace change with open arms, for in its embrace lies the promise of growth and renewal. Cultivate resilience in the face of adversity. It is the mark of a truly noble soul. In the crucible of suffering, we discover the strength within us to endure and overcome. Like a diamond forged under intense pressure, we shine brightest in the darkest of times. Let us not shrink from hardship, but embrace it as an opportunity for growth and self-discovery. With each trial we face, we emerge stronger and more resilient, fortified by the fires of adversity. Seek wisdom above all else, for it is the truest measure of greatness. In the pursuit of knowledge, we unlock the secrets of the universe and discover our place within it. Like a beacon guiding us through the darkness of ignorance, wisdom illuminates our path and reveals the truth of our existence. Let us never cease in our quest for understanding, for in wisdom lies the key to a life of meaning and purpose. With each step we take along the path of enlightenment, we draw closer to the divine. Endure hardship as a pathway to strength. Adversity tempers the soul, forging resilience amidst life's trials. Embrace challenges not as obstacles, but as opportunities for growth and mastery. In the crucible of struggle, character is honed and virtues are cultivated. Let difficulty be your teacher, shaping you into a stalwart guardian of virtue. True freedom lies in mastering oneself. To be enslaved by passions is to forfeit autonomy, shackled by desires and impulses. Cultivate inner discipline, the cornerstone of liberty. Govern your emotions with reason's steady hand, transcending the whims of circumstance. In self-mastery, find the essence of true sovereignty. Value virtue above all possessions. Material wealth is fleeting, subject to the whims of fortune. But integrity, once forged, is an immutable treasure, enriching the soul beyond measure. Let virtue be your guiding light, illuminating the path to a life of meaning and honor. Seek tranquility amidst life's tumult. Amidst the chaos of existence, find solace in the sanctuary of your own mind. Cultivate inner serenity, impervious to the storms of fate. In the stillness of reflection, discover the calm that transcends worldly turmoil. Embrace fate with unwavering resolve. Acceptance, not resignation, is the mark of true strength. Surrender to the inevitable currents of destiny, finding liberation in relinquishing control. In embracing fate's decree, find the power to shape your response, forging destiny's raw materials into a masterpiece of virtue. Live in accordance with nature's wisdom. Align your will with the universal order, attuning yourself to the rhythm of existence. Embrace the ebb and flow of life, surrendering to its immutable laws. In harmony with nature, find tranquility and purpose, walking the path of virtue with grace and humility. Practice the art of detachment. Liberated from attachment to transient pleasures, find true freedom in detachment. Let not possessions possess you, nor desires dictate your path. In relinquishing attachment, discover the boundless freedom of the soul, transcending the fleeting illusions of worldly allure. Cultivate resilience in the face of adversity. Steel yourself against life's trials, for in hardship lies the crucible of character. Let challenges be your forge, shaping you into a paragon of fortitude and virtue. In adversity's embrace, find the opportunity for growth and transformation, emerging stronger and more steadfast than before. Embrace the present moment with mindful awareness. The past is but a memory, and the future a yet unwritten tale. Anchor yourself in the here and now, fully present to life's unfolding symphony. In mindful awareness, find the richness of each moment, savoring its beauty and profundity. Seek wisdom as the truest wealth. In the pursuit of knowledge, find riches beyond measure, for wisdom is the currency of the soul. Cultivate a lifelong thirst for understanding, for in learning lies the key to enlightenment. Let wisdom be your guiding star, illuminating the path to a life of virtue, meaning, and fulfillment. True happiness lies not in external circumstances, but in the tranquility of the soul. External events are beyond our control. It is our response that defines us. By mastering our thoughts and emotions, we attain inner peace amidst the chaos of life. Contentment is found in acceptance of the present moment, rather than in longing for the future or regretting the past. Let go of desires and fears and embrace the serenity of detachment. In this state of equanimity, we discover the true essence of joy, a state unshakable by the whims of fortune. Virtue is the highest good, the sole path to genuine fulfillment. Material wealth and fleeting pleasures pale in comparison to the richness of moral excellence. Cultivate wisdom, courage, justice and temperance, for they are the pillars of a noble character. Adversity is but an opportunity to demonstrate our virtues. It is through challenges that we forge our strength of character. Remain steadfast in the face of temptation and adversity, guided by the principles of virtue. True happiness is not found in the accumulation of possessions, but in the integrity of our actions and the purity of our hearts. Do not be enslaved by the opinions of others. True freedom lies in self-mastery. The opinions of others are transient and fickle, like leaves blowing in the wind. Seek instead the counsel of reason and conscience, for they are the true guides to righteousness. Do what is right, regardless of the praise or condemnation of others. External validation is fleeting and insubstantial. It is the approval of one's own conscience that brings lasting peace. Live in accordance with your principles and let your actions speak louder than words. In the end, it is integrity that commands respect and admiration. Fortune is a fickle mistress, her favors bestowed indiscriminately upon the worthy and the unworthy alike. Do not be deceived by her fleeting gifts, for they are but temporary illusions. True happiness cannot be bought with gold or silver. It is found in the contentment of the soul. Embrace with equanimity both the peaks and valleys of life, for they are but fleeting moments in the grand tapestry of existence. Remember, it is not our circumstances that define us, but our response to them. In the face of adversity, let fortitude be your shield and virtue your guiding star. The wise man is immune to the vicissitudes of fortune, for he derives his happiness from within. External events may buffet him like waves upon the shore, but his inner tranquility remains unshaken. Cultivate, therefore, the inner citadel of the soul, fortifying it with the virtues of wisdom, courage, and temperance. Let not the storms of life disturb your equanimity, for they are but passing clouds in the vast sky of existence. Remember, it is not what happens to us that matters, but how we choose to respond. In every situation, strive to be the master of your fate. Time is the most precious of commodities, for it is the currency of life itself. Waste it not on trivial pursuits or fruitless endeavors, but invest it wisely in pursuits of lasting value. Cultivate the mind, enrich the soul, and nurture relationships that bring joy and meaning to your life. Every moment is an opportunity for growth and self-improvement. Seize it with both hands and make it count. Remember, the sands of time wait for no one. Make the most of the time you have, for it is a gift bestowed upon us all but once. True greatness lies not in the applause of the crowd, but in the quiet satisfaction of knowing that one has lived with integrity and purpose. Do not seek the approval of others, for their praise is but fleeting and insubstantial. Instead, seek to live in accordance with your own principles and values, guided by reason and conscience. Let your actions speak louder than words, and let virtue be your constant companion. In the end, it is not the size of one's legacy that matters, but the quality of one's character. Strive, therefore, for excellence in all things, and let virtue be your guiding light. The only true failure in life is the failure to live according to one's principles. Success and failure are but fleeting illusions, like shadows dancing upon the wall. What truly matters is the integrity of one's character and the purity of one's intentions. Do not be swayed by the opinions of others, nor be deterred by the fear of failure. Stand firm in the face of adversity, and let virtue be your constant companion. In the end, it is not the accolades of others that matter, but the approval of one's own conscience. Strive, therefore, for excellence in all things, and let virtue be your guide. The path to true happiness lies not in the pursuit of pleasure, but in the cultivation of virtue. Material wealth and worldly pleasures are but fleeting distractions, like a mirage in the desert. True contentment is found in the tranquility of the soul, in living in accordance with one's principles and values. Let not the allure of wealth and fame tempt you from the path of righteousness, for they are but empty promises. Instead, seek to cultivate wisdom, courage, and temperance, for they are the true sources of lasting happiness. In the end, it is not what we have that matters, but who we are. The only certainty in life is uncertainty. Therefore, let us embrace change with courage and fortitude. Do not cling to the familiar out of fear of the unknown, for stagnation is the enemy of growth. Instead, embrace the winds of change and let them carry you to new shores of opportunity. Remember, it is not the strongest or the most intelligent who survive, but those most adaptable to change. Let go of attachments to the past and worries for the future, and live fully in the present moment. In the dance of life, let change be your partner, and let courage be your guide. Endure hardships willingly. They are the chisel shaping the sculpture of your character. Just as the sculptor hones the marble to reveal its true form, adversity refines the soul. Embrace challenges with resilience, for they are the crucible in which virtues are forged. In every trial, discover an opportunity to exemplify courage, temperance, and wisdom. As the sculptor transforms stone into art, let hardship sculpt your character into a masterpiece of Stoic virtue. Do not be afraid to embrace your vulnerabilities, for they are a testament to your humanity. Acknowledge your fears and insecurities, but do not let them define you. Instead, use them as opportunities for growth and self-discovery. Embrace discomfort as a catalyst for change, and let your struggles be a stepping stone towards greater resilience. In facing your fears, you will find the courage to live authentically and to pursue your dreams. Life is not measured by the breaths we take, but by the moments that take our breath away. Embrace each experience, whether joyful or sorrowful, for they are the threads that weave the tapestry of your existence. Find beauty in the mundane and purpose in the challenges. Live fully, love deeply, and let each moment be a testament to the richness of your soul. The key to happiness lies in the acceptance of impermanence. Nothing in this world is permanent, and clinging to things that are fleeting only leads to suffering. Embrace the transient nature of life and let go of attachment to people, possessions, and outcomes. Find joy in the present moment, knowing that it is all we truly have. Live with gratitude for the blessings you have been given, and let go of the rest. Do not be consumed by anger or resentment, for they are but poison to the soul. Let go of grudges and forgive those who have wronged you, not because they deserve it, but because you deserve peace. Harboring bitterness only harms yourself, while forgiveness sets you free. Choose love over hate, and let compassion be your guiding light. In the face of adversity, respond with kindness and watch as the world transforms around you. Death is not to be feared, but embraced as a natural part of the cycle of life. It is the great equalizer, rendering all distinctions of wealth, status, and power meaningless. In the face of death, we are reminded of the impermanence of all things and the importance of living each day to its fullest. Let mortality be your constant companion, guiding you towards a life of purpose and meaning. For in the end, it is not the years in your life that count, but the life in your years. The present moment, a fleeting gift, is the only realm where true living occurs. Regret dwells in the past, anxiety in the future. Both rob the present of its vitality. Seize each passing moment with mindful intent, for it is the raw material of your destiny. The past, an unchangeable canvas, teaches lessons. The future, a realm of uncertainty, invites preparation. Yet, it is the present that wields the brush, crafting the masterpiece of a life consciously lived. Cultivate friendships founded on virtue, for they are the jewels adorning the tapestry of a meaningful life. True companionship transcends superficial alliances, rooted instead in shared values and mutual respect. As iron sharpens iron, virtuous friends refine character. In their company, find solace, counsel, and inspiration. Cherish those who mirror your commitment to Stoic principles, for they illuminate the path to wisdom. Like a well-tended garden, nurture friendships that flourish with the beauty of integrity and endure the seasons of life. Adversity, the sternest teacher, imparts lessons unattainable in the lap of comfort. Welcome trials as opportunities for growth, for within challenges lies the crucible of resilience. In facing life's tribulations, do not merely endure. Embrace them as allies sculpting your character. Adversity, though a harsh instructor, hones the blade of virtue with unwavering precision. As the sculptor chips away the excess stone to reveal the statue, confront difficulties with courage and patience, allowing them to unveil the latent beauty within your Stoic soul. Guard your mind against the tyranny of external judgments, for their power is an illusion. The Stoic soul, impervious to the opinions of others, stands unshaken in the citadel of self-worth. Let not the praise of the multitude inflate your ego, nor the criticism pierce the fortress of your inner peace. The true measure of your worth lies in virtuous living, not in the transient applause or censure of the world. Uphold your principles with steadfast integrity, and let the echoes of your deeds resound louder than the fleeting judgments of passing voices. Fortify your spirit with the armor of self-discipline, for it is the shield against the assaults of adversity. In the crucible of challenge, let perseverance be your guiding star and resilience your trusted companion. Embrace each trial as a sculptor embraces marble, chiseling away the dross to reveal the masterpiece within. Remember, true strength is not measured by the absence of struggle, but by the courage to endure and emerge stronger. Thus, in the forge of life's tribulations, let Stoic wisdom be your guiding light, illuminating the path to tranquility amidst the tempest. Seek not the fleeting pleasures of external comforts, for they are but ephemeral shadows dancing upon the surface of existence. True contentment resides not in the abundance of possessions, but in the richness of inner virtue. Cultivate the garden of your soul with the seeds of wisdom and the fruits of temperance, for therein lies the perennial spring of joy. Let not the transient allure of material wealth beguile you, but rather invest in the treasures of the mind and spirit, which no thief can plunder nor time erode. Thus in simplicity, find true abundance. Cherish the gift of reason, for it is the lamp that illuminates the dark corridors of ignorance. Let rationality be your compass in the voyage of life, guiding you through the turbulent seas of passion and desire. Embrace the sovereignty of the intellect, for therein lies the power to discern the true from the false, the just from the unjust. Cultivate clarity of thought and lucidity of mind, for they are the twin pillars upon which the edifice of wisdom is built. Thus, in the sanctuary of reason, find refuge from the storms of irrationality. In the tapestry of existence, weave the threads of purpose with deliberation and intent. Let not the loom of fate dictate the pattern of your life, but rather seize the shuttle of agency and craft your destiny with mindful hands. Embrace each moment as an opportunity for growth and self-discovery, for therein lies the essence of human flourishing. Cultivate the virtues of courage and resilience, for they are the warp and weft that bind the fabric of character. Thus, in the artistry of living, find meaning and fulfillment. Embrace the transience of all things, for in impermanence lies the beauty of existence. Let not the spectre of mortality haunt you, but rather cherish each fleeting moment as a precious jewel in the crown of time. Embrace the inevitability of change, for therein lies the crucible of transformation. Cultivate the art of detachment, for it is the key that unlocks the shackles of suffering. Thus, in the ebb and flow of life, find serenity amidst the ceaseless tide of flux. Rise above the petty concerns of ego and ambition, for they are but ephemeral vapors dissipating in the winds of time. Let not the clamor of worldly success deafen you to the quiet voice of conscience, nor the allure of fame blind you to the path of virtue. Embrace humility as your constant companion, for therein lies the true measure of greatness. Cultivate the virtues of compassion and empathy, for they are the hallmarks of a noble soul. Thus, in the pursuit of excellence, find grace in the simplicity of being. In the crucible of suffering, find the alchemy of resilience. Let not the flames of adversity consume you, but rather temper your spirit in the furnace of trial. Embrace each hardship as a sculptor embraces marble, shaping the contours of character with each blow of the chisel. Cultivate the virtues of patience and fortitude, for they are the bedrock upon which endurance is built. Thus, in the furnace of affliction, find strength amidst the flames. Cultivate the art of self-mastery, for it is the cornerstone of freedom. Let not the passions of the flesh enslave you, but rather harness their energy with disciplined restraint. Embrace the sovereignty of the will, for therein lies the power to transcend the shackles of desire. Cultivate the virtues of temperance and moderation, for they are the guardians of inner harmony. Thus, in the crucible of self-discipline, find liberation from the tyranny of appetite. In the theatre of life, play your part with grace and dignity. Let not the vicissitudes of fortune ruffle your composure, nor the machinations of fate disturb your equanimity. Embrace each role as an opportunity for growth and self-expression, for therein lies the essence of human drama. Cultivate the virtues of integrity and honor, for they are the footlights that illuminate the stage of existence. Thus, in the theater of life, find meaning amidst the tableau of experience. Embrace the cosmic order, for it is the symphony of existence. Let not the discordant notes of chaos disturb your inner harmony, but rather attune your soul to the celestial melody of the cosmos. Embrace the interconnectedness of all things, for therein lies the tapestry of unity. Cultivate the virtues of gratitude and reverence, for they are the offerings we bring to the altar of creation. Thus, in the grandeur of the cosmos, find solace amidst the celestial dance of stars. True freedom lies not in the absence of constraints, but in mastering our response to them. Like a sculptor shaping marble, we mold our character amidst the pressures of fate. Embrace adversity as the chisel that refines your soul, carving out resilience and wisdom. The winds may howl and the storms rage, yet within the calm center of your being find solace. For in the crucible of challenge, we forge the steel of virtue, unyielding to the whims of circumstance. Do not squander precious energy on futile pursuits, for time is the currency of life, and each moment a priceless jewel. Invest in what endures beyond the transient, the cultivation of virtue and the pursuit of knowledge. Let not the allure of distractions beguile you, but choose instead the path of purposeful action. With each step, march towards excellence, guided by reason and tempered by fortitude. Remember, the legacy we leave is not measured by possessions amassed, but by the impact of our deeds on the tapestry of humanity. In the tapestry of existence, we are but fleeting threads woven into the fabric of time. Our journey, though brief, carries profound significance if lived with purpose and virtue. Let not the spectre of mortality cast a shadow upon your days, but rather illuminate each moment with mindful awareness. For in embracing the transient nature of life, we unlock the power to seize the present and fashion it into a masterpiece of noble deeds. Embrace the eternal truth that the only constant is change, and let it inspire you to live fully, authentically, and without regret. Seek not to control the external world, for it is governed by forces beyond our sway. Instead, turn inward and master the kingdom of your own mind. Like a skilled helmsman navigating treacherous waters, steer your thoughts towards tranquility and serenity. Let not the tempests of emotion capsize your vessel, but anchor yourself in the harbor of reason. For in the stillness of self-awareness, find refuge from the tumult of existence. Embrace the wisdom of acceptance and relinquish the futile desire to alter that which lies beyond your control. Fortune's wheel spins ceaselessly, bestowing both prosperity and adversity upon mortals. Yet the wise soul remains unmoved by the whims of fate, anchored in the steadfastness of virtue. Let not the vagaries of circumstance dictate your inner state, but rather cultivate an unshakable equanimity that transcends the tides of fortune. Whether greeted with fortune's smile or adversity's frown, maintain an unwavering commitment to moral excellence. For in the crucible of challenge, character is forged, and the true measure of a person's worth is revealed. The journey of life is fraught with obstacles and trials, yet within each challenge lies an opportunity for growth. Embrace adversity as a teacher, imparting lessons of resilience and fortitude. Let not setbacks deter you, but rather fuel your determination to persevere. For in the furnace of struggle, character is tempered and greatness forged. Cultivate within yourself the unwavering resolve to confront life's adversities with courage and grace. Remember, it is not the challenges we face that define us, but our response to them that shapes our destiny. The pursuit of happiness is a noble endeavor, yet true fulfillment lies not in the transient pleasures of the world, but in the cultivation of inner virtue. Seek not fleeting gratification, but rather strive for enduring contentment rooted in wisdom and self-mastery. Let not external circumstances dictate your inner state, but rather find solace in the serenity of your own mind. For in the depths of self-awareness, discover a wellspring of joy that transcends the fleeting pleasures of the senses. Cultivate gratitude for the simple blessings of life and find true happiness in the pursuit of virtue. The winds of fortune are fickle and ever-changing, yet within the depths of the soul lies an unshakable fortress of resilience. Let not the tumult of external events disturb your inner tranquility, but rather anchor yourself in the steadfastness of virtue. Cultivate an unwavering commitment to moral excellence, and let it serve as a beacon guiding you through life's storms. For in the face of adversity, it is not the strength of our circumstances that matters, but the strength of our character. Embrace the challenges that life presents and emerge stronger and wiser with each trial. Do not be enslaved by the pursuit of material wealth or fleeting pleasures, for true riches lie within the depths of the soul. Cultivate virtues such as courage, wisdom, and compassion, for they are the currency of a meaningful life. Let not the allure of external trappings blind you to the beauty of inner contentment, for it is the wellspring of true happiness. Embrace simplicity and cultivate gratitude for life's blessings, and you will discover a wealth beyond measure. Remember, it is not what you possess that defines you, but who you are and how you live. In the theatre of life, we are but actors on a transient stage, our roles ephemeral and our lines fleeting. Yet within the confines of this temporal drama lies an eternal truth, the power of choice. Embrace the sovereignty of your will and exercise it with wisdom and discernment. Let not external influences sway your decisions, but rather anchor yourself in the steadfastness of virtue. For in the crucible of choice, character is forged and destiny shaped. Cultivate the courage to act with integrity, and let your deeds be a testament to the nobility of the human spirit. The present moment is all you have. Yesterday is gone, tomorrow is yet to be. Grasp the fleeting hours, for within them lies the potential for a life well lived. Focus not on what you cannot control, but on the actions you can take now, with virtue and mindfulness as your guide. Let each breath be a testament to your journey, and each day a victory over the distractions of the past and the anxieties of the future. The world is a tapestry woven with threads of joy and sorrow, success and failure. Do not expect it to conform to your desires, for that is the path to frustration and despair. Accept what is with equanimity, recognizing that true happiness lies not in external circumstances, but in the strength of your character and the serenity of your mind. Embrace the challenges, learn from the setbacks, and find solace in the enduring beauty of the present moment. Like a potter shaping clay, Life presents you with challenges and opportunities. It is your choice how you respond. Do not be a passive vessel, molded by every passing event. Instead, be the sculptor of your own destiny, using reason and virtue as your tools. Choose to see difficulties as opportunities for growth, and let each experience refine your character, leaving you stronger, wiser, and more resilient. Words are powerful tools, but wield them with care. Let your speech be truthful, compassionate, and necessary. Avoid idle chatter and empty boasts, for they are but echoes of vanity. Speak with conviction, but listen with an open mind, for wisdom can be found in the most unexpected places. Remember, the silence of a virtuous soul speaks volumes, while the loudest voice can be drowned out by the clamor of emptiness. Death is not to be feared, but understood. It is the natural end of all living things, a transition from one state to another. Do not dwell on its inevitability, but focus on living fully each day. Let your actions be guided by a sense of purpose, leaving behind a legacy of kindness and integrity. When your time comes, face it with courage and acceptance, knowing that your essence lives on in the hearts of those you touched. Let not the opinions of others define your worth. The true measure of a person lies not in the applause of the crowd, but in the integrity of their actions and the purity of their heart. Stand firm in your convictions, even when they are unpopular. Do what you believe is right, regardless of the whispers of doubt or the scorn of the masses. Remember, it is better to be true to yourself and stand alone than to compromise your values for the sake of fleeting acceptance. The body is but a vessel, the mind a battlefield. Do not let your thoughts be your enemy. Guard against anger, envy, and fear, for they are the chains that bind you to suffering. Cultivate reason and compassion, for they are the weapons of the Stoic soul. Choose your thoughts wisely, for they shape your reality. Let each day be a journey towards inner peace, where reason reigns supreme and emotions are held in check. Nature is a wise teacher, offering lessons in resilience, acceptance, and impermanence. Observe the changing seasons, the unwavering flow of the river, and the enduring strength of the mountains. Learn from their silent wisdom. Embrace the cyclical nature of life, accepting that growth and decay are two sides of the same coin. Find solace in the constant rhythm of the universe, and let it guide you towards a life of purpose and tranquility. Waste no time dwelling on past mistakes or worrying about the future. The present moment is all you have, and it is within this fleeting window that your true potential lies. Focus on the task at hand, giving it your full attention and unwavering effort. Do not let distractions pull you away, for they are the thieves of time and opportunity. Live with purpose, act with intention, and savor the richness of the present moment, for it is the only true gift you are given. Practice the art of self-mastery, for true freedom lies in the governance of one's own desires. Let not the passions of the flesh dictate your actions, but rather let reason be your guiding light. Discipline the body, discipline the mind, and cultivate the virtues of temperance and moderation. For he who is master of himself is master of his destiny. Resist the allure of instant gratification and embrace the path of self-restraint. In the pursuit of excellence, let self-control be your greatest ally. In the face of adversity, cultivate the resilience of a mighty oak, bending but never breaking in the tempest of life's trials. Embrace hardship as a sculptor of character, chiseling away the dross to reveal the enduring beauty of your soul. Let each obstacle become a stepping stone to greater fortitude, and each setback a lesson in perseverance. For it is not in the absence of challenges, but in the mastery of them, that true strength is forged. Seek not the fleeting pleasures of indulgence, but the enduring joys of self-mastery. The disciplined mind, tempered by reason and virtue, finds contentment in the simplicity of its desires. Let not the allure of excess seduce you into the bondage of appetite, but rather savor the richness of life's simple pleasures with gratitude and moderation. True freedom lies not in the pursuit of indulgence, but in the mastery of oneself. Embrace the inevitability of change, for it is the only constant in the tapestry of existence. Like the river that carves its path through the unyielding rock, flow with the currents of life's unfolding journey. Let not the fear of uncertainty paralyze your spirit, but rather embrace the unknown with courage and resilience. For in every ending lies the seed of a new beginning, and in every loss the opportunity for growth. Cultivate the inner citadel of tranquility, wherein lies the sanctuary of your soul. Let not the tumult of the external world disturb the serenity of your inner being, but rather seek refuge in the stillness of your own presence. Like a beacon amidst the stormy seas, let the light of your inner peace guide you through life's darkest hours. For in the depths of stillness, the whispers of wisdom are heard, and the eternal truths of existence revealed. Live each moment with mindful awareness, for it is in the present that life's true richness unfolds. Let not the shadows of the past darken the light of the present, nor the anxieties of the future rob you of its precious gifts. Embrace each experience with open-hearted acceptance, and greet each moment with gratitude and wonder. For in the tapestry of existence, every thread is woven with purpose, and every breath a testament to the miracle of being. Do not be enslaved by the pursuit of external validation, for true worth emanates from the depths of the soul. Let not the applause of the crowd inflate your ego, nor the criticism of detractors diminish your spirit. For the measure of a person's greatness lies not in the adulation of others, but in the integrity of their character and the depth of their convictions. Cultivate the inner virtues of humility and self-respect, and let your actions speak louder than the fleeting judgments of the world. Embrace the inherent impermanence of all things, for it is the nature of existence to ebb and flow like the tides of the ocean. Let not attachment bind you to the transient pleasures of the material world, but rather find solace in the eternal truths of the human spirit. Like the phoenix rising from the ashes, let each ending herald a new beginning, and each loss an opportunity for renewal. For in the acceptance of impermanence lies the key to true liberation. Cultivate the noble art of indifference, wherein lies the power to transcend the petty concerns of the ego. Let not the slings and arrows of fortune disturb the equanimity of your soul, but rather abide in the serene tranquility of inner peace. For in the face of adversity, the Stoic heart remains unmoved, like a rock amidst the raging sea. Embrace each challenge as an opportunity for growth, and each setback as a lesson in resilience. For in the crucible of hardship, the soul is tempered and strengthened. Seek not to control the external world, but rather master the dominion of your own mind. Let not the vagaries of fate dictate your inner state, but rather cultivate the sovereign power of self-awareness. Like a captain at the helm of a ship, steer the course of your thoughts with wisdom and discernment, for in the stillness of the mind lies the source of true freedom, and in the clarity of perception, the path to enlightenment. Embrace the transience of all things, for it is the impermanence of existence that lends it beauty and poignancy. Let not attachment bind you to the fleeting pleasures of the material world, but rather revel in the ephemeral nature of life's joys. Like a flower that blooms in the morning dew, let each moment unfold with grace and serenity. For in the acceptance of impermanence lies the secret to lasting happiness and true contentment. Please continue watching the recommended videos now on your screen, or check out one of the videos on our homepage. Thank you so much for watching.